All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Against the Storm. Let's see. I'm not quite sure. We had an update this morning, which reset some of my save data, and so I'm not sure if we have to redo the tutorial to get back to where we were, or exactly what's going on here. We hit level 2, 30 experience points. We get new Citadel upgrades, Rain Collector, Herbalist Camp, Mine. Yeah, I think we ended up skipping over part of the tutorial here. I'm not sure. Hey, Pila, welcome back to the channel. Let's see. We can petition the Crown for resupply. Caravan wagon, supply package, or obsidian box. Seal fragments, reserve embarkation points. Vision and embarkation range are increased by 2 until your next settlement. Alright, let's pick that. The world is a vast, ever-changing place, and at its heart lies the smoldering city. Enter the smoldering city and use the resources you've gathered so far to buy the Obsidian Archive level 1 upgrade. So, I have a feeling that we missed out on a big chunk of the tutorial, which is not good. So we're going to replay it. And we'll try and speed through the first part here, because we know how to do this now. Yeah, so we're going to have to replay the first part. Right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and replay this first section here. Apparently, this game updates every 2 weeks, and when they send out updates, save games can get lost. And so we got lost in the middle of the tutorial there. So we're gonna grab the woodcutter's camp. Let's see. We're gonna build a camp to keep the fire going at all times. Okay, so we know what to do here. We're gonna build a woodcutter's camp. Now, this time I'm gonna place it differently because what I want to do is get into these glades and get their resources going early. So we'll set that there like that. And then we'll start throwing up a path as well. Okay. We'll get that built. Immediately get this crewed with the beavers. Pila, you're waiting for the Mario RPG remake. Really? Okay. Now we need a second one of these, right? Yeah, we need a second one. Okay, let's get a second one built. Probably down in this corner somewhere. Maybe something like this. This should let us get this done. Get these orders complete. Okay, we'll deliver our orders. We need to discover glades. What was this? Assign 5 beavers as woodcutters. Right, alright. So let's get into a couple of glades here. And let's assign some more beavers. So we're at 3x speed going through this tutorial a second time. We also need to go ahead and get some shelters. Let's get those built. Do some over here as well. Okay, we found the same exact thing. So this map seed for the tutorial is the same every time, I think. We'll cut through into this glade as well. That'll complete our orders. Or it should. Yeah, there we go. Okay, some root deposits. Then we're going to want to cut through to here. Let's deliver those orders. Next up, we need the foragers camp and the vegetables. Okay. The foragers camp we can place over here. Like so. And I think we're okay not carving that out just yet. As soon as that gets built, we're going to need to put some people into it, though. Let's get some humans. We got another glade over here somehow. There's clay. And there's the flax field. Okay, we actually didn't get into this one last time. Probably we should get a few more houses built. Like so. I think we're going to move this. Where do we want to move it? Up here? We would need to cut some stuff down. I don't want to go over that. I think maybe we want to... Hang on, can we cut out a few of these? Yeah, let's cut out a few of these as well. That looks good. That's within... Sort of hard to tell exactly where within that range it is, but that looks good. So as soon as we get more vegetables, we should be done with those orders. Okay, that's that set complete. Next we need the stonecutters camp and the clay. Let's get that built over here. Get another shelter going down here, like that. You know, they don't have a way to get in and out. I haven't left them a good place for that. Let's get some a human and a lizard working over here. I didn't leave them a road to get outside of this row, which is probably bad, but what can you do? Oh, you know what? Once they clear these out, I can move this and at least have a road that comes out over there. Hey, no, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. Sorry I missed you. I've been focusing in. This game is called Against the Storm. It's a roguelite city builder. So you do runs of city building with different challenges and different objectives each time with a different map. And we're speeding through the tutorial here because I played it yesterday, and this morning the game updated and invalidated my tutorial save. We were halfway through. So there's lots more for me to learn, but we're trying to get through this early part right now. Let's see, what is this? Leather, stone, vegetables, or grain? I think I chose that. This is gathering. Okay, that's good. We're almost done with this set of orders. Okay, there's the orders complete. Next up, we need the harvester's camp and plants. Okay. Let's pick that and build a harvester's camp. Nope. Harvester's camp. Now, we've got 2 flax there and 3 flax up here, so I guess we'll place it here. We can also now move this up here. That's going to open up this section for another set of roads. Let's get some pathing going over here. I actually need I need to move this as well. I need that like there, because I need a road to go through it. Get some roads going like that. And we're going to need to carve our way over to this very soon. How far can we get? Okay, so we can get to like something like that. Small encampment is idle. Ah, okay. So we found a glade event here. A destroyed camp in the wilderness. There are survivors in the area. Let's see. We can welcome new people. Get 2 more people like that. Or we can provide eggs. And send Amber to the Citadel. I'm not quite sure what Amber is to the Citadel. Reputation points and perks don't need to be transported. So this would give us reputation points. Interesting. Last time I think I picked this. I think we're going to send it to the Citadel instead.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's, I have to hit investigate. Maybe that's like, the meta progression stuff. We built our camp. Or no, it's the harvesting thing. Let's get a couple more people here. Seems like a calm game, you say? I think it can be. It's a very different game from what we've been playing. Rather than like focusing on twitch reflexes and character action stuff, it's very much a thoughtful game. All right, let's finish up the rewards there. Next up, we need the crude workstation. Now, how do I get the crude workstation? Oh, it's available here. Rain collector. Oh, that's new. Can collect rainwater used for crafting and powering rain engines in production buildings. The type of collected rainwater depends on the season. Has a tank capacity of 50. Okay. We need to move this. We need to move this over here, I think. And then place down our... Oops. Those are decorations. We need to place down our crude workstation here. Okay, so that got cleared out. I think those people are freed up again. Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put, I don't know, we'll put 2 humans in here, I guess. We also have a cornerstone here. Production 50% quicker. Yeah, let's pick that. If we look at our wood, we're kind of okay. I'm gonna take one of the beavers off, I think. So we have an additional person available when we get into this glade event. Let's very carefully cut down just a few more trees here. So we're speeding along at 3x speed to get through this part of the tutorial, and then we'll slow it down when we get to the next section, because I didn't learn everything there was to learn in that one. But actually, replaying this is kind of a good thing, because it lets me confirm everything I learned and review. And hopefully it'll only take us like half an hour instead of a full hour to get through this. Okay, so are we producing over here? We are. I probably need to turn pipes off, though, for now. Let's also get our path extended out here as far as we can. Everybody's doing work, hustling around. We have 3 workers free, but that's fine. That's kind of what I intended. Okay, there's our orders complete. Let's deliver those. Next up, we need the dangerous glades. We also have some folks arriving. We've got clay and leather, or grain, vegetables, and eggs. We can accept 3 people. Still nobody homeless. We built enough shelters. Okay. I'm going to slow it down here to normal speed. So we need to cut through to this glade now. Huh, why is this white instead of gold? That's a little confusing. Okay, so she'll cut down the gold one, but not the white one. I'm not sure why. Maybe she can't reach it? No, there's something there that I don't understand. The white ones I don't think she will cut down. What else do we have here? Oh, your renown grows. You can now choose from one of the available blueprints that the queen offers you. Human house, lizard house, or beaver house. Okay. Well, the lizards have the lowest happiness, so I guess I'd pick this. Has to be built near a hearth, can house 2 residents. Okay. Go ahead and get a few more chunks of path going here. It seems like there's places here where I cannot build. I think I might need to move this a little bit further. Yeah, we need to go like that, I think, and change this up. In the meantime, we could build one of our lizard houses here. Okay, so there's limits to how far it can go, right? Let's put that back there for now. Or we could build... How many lizards do we have? 4 total. We can get a couple more lizards going. So it's interesting. I have a feeling that you have to make these choices based on the fact that, like, the lizards are unhappy, but they're also much lower in population than the beavers or the humans. So we got 10 humans, 6 beavers, and 4 lizards. So we could boost up the happy... If we pick the human house, we could have boosted their resolve or their contentness much higher. But these guys are lower, but there's only 4 of them. So we're limited to the effect we can have. You can see there, their resolve is going from 10 to 12 as they gain more race-specific housing. That's new, and that's interesting. Let's get all this chopped down. And then I think we need to move this again, like that, so that we can actually build up our path here. Go ahead. Come up here. Get ready to crack into this glaive here. Alright, I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to cut into the glade here. And we're going to have to be ready. We know what it is from last time, so I'm hoping if we're ready to get it, we can avoid having anybody killed. There's one more thing I wanted to do. Options, gameplay. No. Alerts? Is that auto pause? There's a bunch of auto pause here. Yeah. So start of drizzle, clearance or storm, dangerous glade discovered. That one I definitely want. Probably forbidden glade as well. All right. Let's go ahead and get through this. Well, with the auto pause, we can let it go at full speed, right? Okay. So, we're going to assign 3 humans. We're going to change the requirements. We have planks. We're going to change the requirements to fabric. And we're going to investigate it immediately. And now we'll slow down and watch. Can they get there within the 43 seconds they had? Or is it inevitable that you're going to lose somebody to this particular glade? Okay, here come the humans with the offerings. They begin investigating. I don't know, this is going to be close, I think. We were ready for it. Yeah. We were never going to be able to avoid having somebody killed by this, unfortunately. But the good news is, we're still able to complete it before the second round of threats come out. And they get their reward, the ancient tablet, and as soon as they bring that back over here, we can complete this part of the tutorial and get into the next one. Okay. So this is where we left off yesterday. It took me 23 minutes to get through it this time instead of like an hour and 10. So we're back where we started. We have 10 food stockpiles. Something that is used as currency in the Smoldering City for upgrades, as well as 70 experience points. Unlocked content. Okay. Let's go into the second part of the tutorial here. All right, so this is where we left off. We're going to learn about brewing here and resolve. Villagers with low resolve will start leaving, increasing the queen's impatience. Keeping resolve exceptionally high will grant passive reputation over time. Satisfying your villagers' needs with complex food, homes, and services will increase their resolve. Each species has a different mix of needs. It's hard to please everyone all the time. Farmers can plant only on farm fields, and those can only be built on fertile soil. Crops are planted in the first season, drizzle, and harvested during the second, clearance. Build a farm, harvest grain, and serve some ale in a tavern. Okay. So we're going to pick the small farm blueprint here. Uses a small number of farm fields nearby to produce vegetables and grain. So what is this? This is fertile soil. Farm fields can be built on this land to grow crops. A farm or plantation is required nearby. We also have slick shell broodmother, small. Small slick shells are crawling out of the openings in the broodmother shell. It's easy to collect them. Requires a camp. With a 1-star recipe or better, that gives us meat and leather. Okay. We also have flax and clay. Some more fields down here. We've got 9 workers here. 8 are free. I'm not sure where the 9th one is working. There's our main warehouse. This is our ancient hearth. The heart of the colony is protected by the holy flame. Villagers gather here to rest, eat, and receive clothing. If the fire goes out, people lose all hope. We're allowing various types of fuel at the moment. I guess these are priorities for what gets burnt first. Sea marrow, oil, coal, and wood. Probably we don't want to burn wood. We need that for building. Sacrifice. During especially hard times, you can sacrifice additional goods in the hearth to temporarily gain positive effects. Each fuel type grants different boons, like increasing your production speed, decreasing hostility, etc. Okay, so this has a stop after storm, and then we can sacrifice wood, coal, sea marrow, or oil. Hearths can be upgraded by building homes, decorations, and service buildings within their range. Each level will grant you bonuses to resolve. Okay, so I don't think we have any of these. I don't think they're lit up. Upgrade requirements. 8 population and 4 decorations. All right, we should try to get that done. And then this guy is maintaining the hearth, it looks like, this lizard. And he gains a +5 to his resolve. Okay, we should try to build at least 4 decorations in addition to getting our 8 villagers housed within range of the hearth. Okay, so we got a lot of things to do here. We definitely want to get a road going. In and around the hearth, I think, and the main warehouse. We'll do something like this. And then we're gonna want our farm, right? And our farm tiles. So let's go to the camp. Is it a camp or is it, no? Industry, rain collector. Decoration, city buildings. Hearth trading post warehouse. Farm field and small farm. Okay, so that's under... Okay. So we definitely want this over in this general area here. So we can plant it, it looks like, on top of those fertile fields if we really want to, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Ideally, we'd place it somewhere like that where we cover the most fields possible. But maybe it's better to just get something in place like that. And then we're going to want to plant some farm fields. I don't know how many we need, how many tiles we need. Can only be placed on fertile soil, requires a small farm, plantation, herb garden, forester's hut, or homestead nearby to produce crops. Okay. So this goes up to 3 in. All right. I guess we'll fill this up. I don't know if that's what we need or not, but... that lets us use all the space available to that farm. And then we don't have housing yet. We probably want to put down, at the very least, a woodcutter's camp as well. And if we're going to use a woodcutter's camp, we probably want to put it down here so we can break into both of these. I think that makes sense. There's a dangerous glade there. You can see... oh, there's a second dangerous glade. You can already start to see... like, the choices you make on how to interact with the map and where to place your buildings, every run's going to be different. There's a lot of dangerous glades at the moment. Okay. Well, let's start over here. So if we have 1, 2 there, then we can have 1 road there between that and whatever we place in here. All right, let's get all that going for now. Once all that's built, we can do some more work. Looks like we got some new orders. Need to build a small farm and at least 6 plots. Our reward is 2 humans and 25 barrels. Okay. We now have recipes. So fabric, bricks, pipes, and planks. Food, building materials. Crafting, resources, trade goods, fuel, and exploration. Okay. So... Not sure what the... Oh, I see. So we can make plant fiber into fabric, clay into bricks, copper bars into pipes, and wood into planks. Got it. That's new. All right. Okay, so one thing we do know for certain is that humans are good at farming. So let's put 2 humans here. And we don't want to produce vegetables at the moment. We only want to produce grain, I think. And there's 11 fields here. Okay. Because they told us to make beer, right? Or ale or whatever. Okay, first set of orders is complete. Pila says, will you go to that thing which killed your villagers? Well, we don't know what it's going to be this time. This time there's quite a few of them. So the dangerous glade always has a threat and a reward. And we've got 2 over here. A 3rd down here. It's a much larger map this time. A 4th up here. So there's lots of dangerous glades available. We may end up going to one of them for this part of the tutorial. Now then, we do have a woodcutter's camp. Oh, it's not quite finished yet. Let's put our beavers in here for now. And we can safely get into this area. So let's actually just cut down kind of like all of these and get some space going over there. We need some shelter, but I don't have any yet. I can go ahead and get started on that. So we've got the farm and the woodcutter's camp. What else can we actually build? We could build harvester, foragers, grain roots, vegetables, plant fibers and reeds, stone, clay, and sea marrow. I don't actually know what we need. I'm sure we're going to need wood, but I don't know which of the other ones to build yet. We have a little bit of clay there, not much. A little bit of plant fiber there. And we could build a second farm. But let's finish our orders and see what we actually are asked to build. All right, so here we want to build 2 woodcutters camps and 2 shelters. Our rewards are parts, more beavers, and a crate of stone. Okay. So we need a second camp, second woodworkers camp. Where do we want to put that? So we're going to bust in over here, which will get us a little bit of space. Maybe we'll come over here for the second one for now. Let's get a second camp going. Somewhere like this. That's easy enough to move once we're done with it. Oh, and we need to pick up the shelter. Let's get some shelters built ASAP. I think we'll go do something like that. Get a couple built there. That's a decent start. Next to the farm here, maybe? There we go. Okay. Let's get those built. So that's 6 times 3. That'll house 18 people. We've got a population of 11 right now. We did get a reward from the queen, a cornerstone. Okay, so we can either get 5 barrels per minute or reinforced tools, plus 50% to amount of goods produced in the small farm. So I think we're going to be okay for the farm, because we've got probably more than we need, but I don't know how we make barrels. We need to craft them probably. So gaining barrels per minute seems better to me. We'll add that as our cornerstone. Okay, we've got 2 woodworkers' camps. I don't know if we have the beavers to actually support putting folks in here right now. Maybe we can put in 1 beaver. No, we don't have any left. Let me move this guy over. And we can just have him cut into this glade over here. We can get some kind of small reward from cracking that open, right? We're also going to build up our shelters. Should improve our resolves here. So we only have 5 builders. Assign more woodcutters. Did we get more beavers? No. We did finish our orders, though, so let's do that. Next up, we want a small trapper's camp. A small, crude version of a specialized camp. It's slower. It can only gather from small nodes, can collect meat, insects, and eggs. Okay. Let's see. Here's the small trapper's camp. Let's pick that. And then I think we want that up here. Near these. Yeah, there's the meat. We need that near the snails, I think. So, where can we put that? Where can we plop that down? We've kind of... Yeah, we've kind of, not exactly covered ourselves in glory here. Let's cancel these guys out of here. And put them over here instead. Let's clear out all of that. And let's instead focus on... And in fact, let's clear out all of that. Let's clear out the space here to build our camp. Let's get those beavers working. I'm going to cut all this down and then we'll build the camp in this area. I guess we could assign a couple beavers and like a lizard here, but that would cut down on our builders, but that's probably fine. So we want them to cut all of this down to give us space to work. Meanwhile, it's currently drizzle, so I guess they're planting the grain? Okay, here's our reward for uncovering this glade. We have a small encampment here, and we definitely need to welcome new people. So let's throw a couple humans in here, and we don't have berries. Oh, we can pick one. Okay, so we've got 66 vegetables, 55 mushrooms. We'll stick with that. Yeah, we'll get another human and another lizard. Let's investigate that. There's a bunch of fertile soil here as well, so we can put up a second farm if we need to. Got a little bit of roots over here. What we really need is this area here. Need these guys to clear this out so we can get that going there. Let's see, we've got 15 people, so pretty soon we're going to need another shelter or 2. Pila asks, have you heard about the Unity fee pricing drama? Yes, I have. It seems like every couple of months some corporation does something greedy and stupid and people get outraged. Looks like we've grown some grain here. That's good news. Okay, so we've got newcomers available. We could get 3 people, 2 beavers and a human, as well as 9 leather, or 2 lizards and a human with some grain, clay, and roots. I think we'll take the leather and the extra beavers here. That actually lets us change up our deployment. Let's get an extra beaver here. And, okay, those guys are all set. We definitely are going to need some more housing. So space is at a premium right now. Probably, let's see, probably in this area would be a good place to put a little bit more housing. I definitely want to make sure I have roads this time in and out of various areas. So let's do something like this. And let's throw a house or two here. Maybe just the one for now. And then we can do the same thing over here. Although this would be a really good place for a camp to gather that material. But we can always move this later. Maybe I'll hold off on that. If you want to finish your game, it's not going to be on Unity. Yeah, you can use like Godot or Unreal Engine, right? I guess it depends on what type of game you're making. Okay, so as soon as they cut this down, we'll have room for the Trappers Camp. Oh, hold on. What was this? Another event here. Small abandoned cache, a Glade event. An abandoned cache of goods. This could be a lost shipment or something much more valuable. Specialization bonus forest. Okay. Requirements. We either break open, spend stone, or send to the Citadel tools. So a reward if we break it open is a crate of clay and a box of pottery. And a reward if we send to the Citadel. How many tools do we have? I'm not sure. But we get half a Queen's Grace. A half a reputation point there, as well as 10 amber, which I think is like a meta progression currency. I'm not sure. Let's assign some workers here. The humans have plenty to do. Or plenty of free time. I think we'll take this. I don't know why we need clay or pottery. Let's do that. Oh, I forgot to actually click. No, I didn't. So they're going to come over here. Okay, good. That's in progress now. So that's actually quite a bit of space, and we've got more room for farms here. We need to get our Trappers Camp up, though. Where's our Trappers Camp? How do I want to do this? So it looks like... Okay, it looks like I can place it... It's got a fairly wide range, it looks like. So this is our only path at the moment. I didn't leave room near the farm fields here. I wonder if I should move this. No, I can't actually build it on the farm tile. I could if I destroyed one farm tile. And then I could move this over by one, like that. And then we could build more farms. There. Could even get one more. Then that lets me put up a road here. Which can go at least in front of this. And then connect up there. And then what do I want to do with the Trappers Camp? Probably put it along the road. Something like... I'd like to have that come out there. So let's put that there and then continue the path onwards like this. And that means we need to continue cutting down some more of these trees over here. Okay. Once these guys are done, they should come back to being idle. I wonder if I need to... How much grain do I have? I've got 30 grain. So sooner or later, we're going to need to build a brewery, I guess. This is definitely should be lizards. They specialize in meat production. And I think we'll just leave them producing everything there. I think I need a second farm now. But we also need to move this woodworkers camp. This could be good space for... Let's see. Let's move this up to maybe here. And start breaking down some of this. Getting into this glade. We've got clay. We've got more fertile soil over here. Yeah, let's move this one. Where should I move this? Honestly, if we can cut down some more of these trees, that'd be great. Then we could place it up there. And we could build a second farm here. Okay, so now we've gotten into drizzle. How's everyone's resolve? Yeah, it's all down a little bit. The lizards are the most unhappy, but we're getting them some meat to work with, right? Oh, it's kind of hard to see in Storm. Okay, there's our next set of orders complete. Next up, we're going to need a smokehouse. Enable meat in the jerky recipe. Produce 20 jerky. Okay, so we're going to need a smokehouse next. Oh, I see. That gets me back and forth between orders, trading post, recipes. Okay, so if I click that's recipes, that's orders. Okay, and what's this one? That's the main menu? Okay. All right, so we need to pick up the smokehouse blueprint. Can produce jerky, pottery, and incense. Can use drizzle water. I don't know what drizzle water is, but let's pick this for now. All right, so what's happening over here? Maybe this is replenishing it? Next drizzle in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I guess maybe the storm replenishes the field somehow. All right, regardless, let's get this continued. Where do we want to put our smokehouse? We need a big chunk of empty space. Right here seems like a good place for it. Seems like I can't really destroy that. Oh, hold on. We found something else over here. Another glade. Small abandoned glade event. Yeah, I think we want to get another half Queen's Grace point here. So we'll pick that. We'll throw some humans in. Investigate that. Okay, so the smokehouse can go over here, I guess. It should be fine like that. Oh, it's quite a big piece as well. So this is within range of the main warehouse and the woodworkers thing. I guess that's okay. It's not within range of the snail camp where we're gonna get the raw meat, but as long as it's in range of that, it should be okay. I guess we could come over here. We could build it like over here instead. Still not in range of the camp. I mean, we could build it on this fertile soil. It's not, there's plenty of fertile soil. It's not like we're like strapped for places to put farm tiles. We can't build it there. Let's build it there for now. And yeah, let's move this, I think, somewhere over here temporarily. Well, no, what I want to do is get into another glade, another set of glades. So I'd like to put it up here-ish. This one's kind of covering that. I don't know if I want to go into any dangerous glades just yet. All right, I think we want to bust into this area up here. We need more space. So yeah, all right, let's move this up here temporarily. We'll just put it like right beside, I guess we'll stick it like here. And we'll just go to town on all this. Let me see. Godot would work, but I'm not familiar with it at all. Game is also on Unity. Most indie games are. No says the power of beer. choose a cornerstone. Oh, we've gained a reward here. Okay. Efficient brewing, plus 50% to amount of goods produced in the brewery, or grain bags. Specialized grain farming techniques. Grain production increased by +1 every 25 times it's produced. Yeah, we might need more grain than I've prepared for. Maybe we'll go for grain bags here. Let's see. How are we for housing? We've got 18 people. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got one more shelter than we actually need at the moment. We've also got some new people arriving. Do we want another beaver and a lizard, or do we want more raw population? Humans are good at farming, but I've got plenty of them, so I think I will accept here. All right, so we definitely need to get some more housing going. I think... What is this? Warehouse, small hearth, trading post. Let's get a couple more houses going over here. Like so. So this will be... This area over here is sort of our residential area, and then we've got our industry going on up here. We probably need to get another farm going as well. Let's see. Let's get something like that. And then I think we'll build another farm. If we build it like there, then we can set up some farm tiles all around it. Like that. Just basically everything. Yeah, that'll work. Alright. I'd love to have the cornerstone that lets their axes work faster, but that's not available right now. Okay, let's speed things up for a bit. Build all this new construction. Okay, so our smokehouse is ready. We definitely want our lizards in here. And then also, I guess, a human as the third person. We definitely want jerky, not pottery. What does it want us to do? Increase. So we enable jerky. We have to put in insects and wood, and we get 10 jerky. There's a limit here. Override global limit on. I guess that's how many they're going to produce. We'll just leave it at the default for now. And then... What is this? So, production building. Those are recipes. Here's ingredients. And produce... Oh, this is to see what's actually stored within the building itself. Okay. The other thing I want to look at is upgrading this. Right, we need decorations. So let's do that. This will be the first time we actually build any decorations. Fire shrines. So do these might affect people's renown as well, or resolve as well. So we've got bench, barrels. These are comforts. Benches and barrels, fences, fence corners, and parks. Okay. Then we've got a bush. This is aesthetics. Flower beds and gardens. And then we've also got harmony. So we can't build these advanced things because we don't have, like, fabric, bricks, and planks yet. We don't have planks, I don't think. We need a crude workstation for these. But this is just straight up wood. Yeah, so we can build the... We can build the comforts. All right, let's throw a couple parks into our residential area. Does that count as 1 or 4? I'm not sure. Let's get that built and see if we can upgrade our hearth, or if we need to build 4 of them. If they take up that much space, it's that's like space is at such a premium in this game. What do we have going on here? Idling? We don't have insects. I thought this produced insects. No, it doesn't. Okay. So they're idling because we don't have insects. I need to find a way to get some insects. Let's see. All right, so this produces insects, the plant thing. Bleeding tooth mushrooms. All right, so we need to get a camp going over here ASAP to harvest some insects. Ah, it's tight. Is there anywhere else that produces insects? No, all right. Let's see. I need a... Is it a trapper's camp? No, it's a... Harvester? Well, this produces insects. That'll get meat. Hold on. Resilient plants that are perfect for cloth making. Plant fiber plus clay and insects. It's only 20% insects. So wait a minute. Can I change this to something else? I can change it to meat. Ah, that's what I needed to do. Okay, that was the mistake. Because we have a source of meat. Okay, there we go. So they should no longer be idle. Enable meat in the jerky recipe. That's what I was missing. Yeah, okay. So they should start producing jerky now, I think. Oh, we got our Glade event, and we can now acquire the brewery. Can produce ale. Okay, let's pick that up. And we can get that started, I think. That should be near yeah, it should be near our warehouse where our grain is stored. Let's get a brewery building set up here. Now, in terms of space, I actually think I'm going to move this woodcutter's camp over here to help clear out space. Or actually, no, let me move it over here for now. And, or maybe I should bring it over here to speed up the process of clearing out this forest area. And that frees up space over here for the brewery. Let's see, which way do we want to face this? Excuse me. I think maybe we'll plop that down right there. Make sure we get a road going in there. Connect around to that. All right, so there's our brewery. Pretty soon we'll have our jerky done. All right, so for this one, we definitely want humanity. We need to swap this to barrels. And with that, we can produce pack of crops, pickled goods, and ale. But the only thing we're really going to want is ale here. We could use grain or roots, but we have a lot of grain and we have a lot of barrels from the thing we picked. All right, so let's get that going. Looks like our second... Oh, I made a mistake here. Well, they're producing vegetables and grain. That's kind of okay. Let me turn off vegetables. Our main thing here is to make sure we have enough grain to actually produce the beer to complete the tutorial. All right, so with the jerky done, our orders are complete. Oops, that's the wrong one. Okay, next up, we need to brew ale. Looks like we're already on track there. Read more on food. Okay, your villagers need to eat in order to survive. Every few minutes, they'll go on a break, gather around the hearth, and try to get something edible from the warehouse. If nothing they like is available, like pickled goods for beavers, they'll eat raw food. If there's no food whatsoever, villagers will get 1 stack of the hunger effect. Each stack works as a resolve penalty, and if the resolve of a species reaches 0, they will start leaving the settlement. Each species can only withstand a certain number of hunger stacks before dying of starvation. To see the exact number of stacks a species can survive, go to the species section in the encyclopedia and look for the hunger tolerance attribute. For example, a human has a hunger tolerance of 6, which means they'll die after 7 breaks in a row without consuming any food. Even if you grow vegetables on your farms, the amount of food you produce will soon become insufficient for a growing population. The solution is to process raw food and thus multiply it, as most recipes yield more goods than the raw ingredients used to produce them. Some perks can further increase that ratio, or even generate additional food as a byproduct. Okay? So we have 63 food. We have 9 jerky, no roots, no eggs, some meat, some vegetables, no mushrooms. Okay. Building materials, crafting resources, trade goods, fuel and exploration. I think everybody's got enough to eat right now. We're low on meat. We do need more vegetables, though. Humans. What do they eat? She has basic housing. There's a complex food called porridge, or biscuits. Other summary. She's got a bonus from Sacred Pyre, encampment, comfortable, okay. Pie, clothing, leisure, religion, other summary, okay. Favoring. Favor this species and boost their resolve by 5. Other species will suffer a -5 resolve. Oh, 60-second cooldown. Okay, so we can actually favor one of the races if they're, like, in a dire situation for 60 seconds. All right, here's our blueprint for a tavern. Let's pick that up. We did produce our park, so let's take a look at the hearth here. That looks like it's lit up to me. Yeah, last level reached. So this counted as 4 decorations. So one park is 4 tiles of decoration. And we can't unlock anything else. So we do have the hearth level here, though. That's good. So the benefit is +2 global resolve. Resistance to corruption increased by 150. All right. Specialization bonus warmth. Effects and upgrades. Encampment. Okay. That all seems pretty cool. Where do we want to put our tavern? We've got the brewery up. It's taken a while to get all this space going over here. So maybe we throw the brewery down somewhere up here. This clay is kind of a problem. There's like one piece of clay here that's kind of blocking us from making anything interesting. What about the tavern? How big is that? Can we pop that here? Looks like we can. All right, so we'll have like a... I guess we'll have like a thoroughfare here. Leading up to this area. So now we gotta wait for the brewery to produce here. No, maybe we do need some vegetables here. We need food, right? The Trapper's Camp is producing meat, but these resources are gonna come down sooner or later. What's going on here? All right, orders are ready to complete. That must take a while to build. We've only got 4 builders, so they're building other things like the paths that I specified. All right, in the meantime, our orders are complete. That's the wrong button. Let's deliver that. Next up, we need the tavern. And we need to fulfill the villagers' need for leisure 20 times. Okay. We're working on that. We have some newcomers. What do we want here? Vegetables or roots and plant fibers? I think we're okay for beavers. Let's get some more humans and lizards going here. I don't know. We might be running a little bit on the high side in terms of population. We probably need to get some more food sources going. We could put one more lizard camp up here to collect these snails, or we could collect these mushrooms. Maybe we want to collect the mushrooms. That gives us some bonus insects as well. What else is there in terms of food? Let me pause for a second. What is that? That's roots. I mean, there's nothing super great. There's nothing really strong. Let's choose a blueprint here. What do we want? Probably the lizard house, right? Would be good. Actually, it looks like we need the beavers the most. All right, so I think we've already got a road going here, and there's a little bit of space here. So let's figure out how to collect these mushrooms. A resilient species that grows on a marshy soil requires a camp with a 1-star recipe or better. An herbalist's camp or a small herbalist camp. All right, do we have that? Small herbalist's camp. We do not. All right, so these, we can't collect the mushrooms. We could build a forager's camp to collect grain, roots, and vegetables. Or another small trapper's camp for meat, insects, or eggs. Grain, roots, or vegetables. So we have roots over here. We could collect those for a little bit more food. These are already being worked, I believe. Yeah, that's almost depleted, actually. Our beavers are not cutting anything down, so let's go ahead and get some more space going over here. Let's move this up here for now. Just cut down as much as we can to get space going. And then... Well, it's sort of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, in terms of whether we go for the roots or the meat. I guess we were already producing jerky, so actually, probably the right idea is to continue gathering the meat, because the jerky that we build it into goes further and makes the lizards happier than raw food. And we can build another farm over here as well to farm vegetables, or grain, for that matter. So yeah, let's build another... is it the trapper's camp? Yeah, let's build another small trapper's camp over here. Like this. And we're gonna start to run out of space as well if we don't build some housing. So we'll get a couple beaver houses going if we can. Where can I throw down some beaver houses? Some beaver housing. I need beaver housing. You fools. Let's see. They have to be within a certain area of the hearth. Beaverhausen. Where can I put Beaverhausen? All right, we've got a road coming out this way, so I guess I'll build it here. Which way do I want it to face? I'm not even sure. Let's definitely get a couple Beaverhausen going. Well, there's one anyway. We can build some more over here once they finish cutting this stuff down. All right, we need lizards in here. We can get some more food going. Hold on, we've got services to pop up here. Villagers fulfill their most basic needs, such as food or clothing, at the hearth, and need not only the right goods to do so. However, there's a separate category of needs that require not only resources, but also a special type of building to fulfill them. These are called services. Services needs include things like leisure, luxury, or religion. To fulfill them, the village will need a suitable service building, such as a tavern or a market. Once the appropriate building has been built, workers must be assigned to it. They will then take goods from the warehouse, bring them back to their workplace, and serve them to residents. Villagers don't have to physically go to a service building to fulfill their service needs. They will still rest at the hearth as usual, but for them to fulfill the need for a leisure, a tavern must be present and operating somewhere in the settlement. Service buildings offer unique passive bonuses. These are usually global positive effects that activate when a building has a certain number of employees. For example, having 3 workers assigned to the tavern increases resolve for all villagers in the settlement. However, passive service building bonuses don't stack, so building a second tavern will not double this effect. Okay, so our tavern is still not complete. Why is it not being built? Oh, we don't have planks, and we don't have fabric. Oh, yikes. Okay, this is a major oversight on my part. I did not understand that we needed a crude workshop producing planks and fabric in order to build this thing. I thought it was just taking a long time because it was an expensive building. So we have to get a crude workshop up and running somewhere. Man, space is at such a premium in this game. You need so much space. All right, let's come over here by... it has to be sort of in range of this. All right, can we squeeze it in next to the farm? I think we can. All right, let's get that going. Oh, man. Okay. We need some humans in here. They're good at industry. And they can produce planks, fabric, bricks, and pipe. And once we have enough, they should auto-build the tavern here. Let's move this up here. So having these two in the same place just lets me concentrate 6 beavers, all working at the same location. Do I not have... I don't have newcomers. I have newcomers in 3 minutes. I don't have any more fun things from the queen, whatever they're called, cornerstones. We should get more food next season. Hold on. Okay, we found slick-shell broodmother, small, and bleeding tooth mushroom, small. So nothing particularly fantastic out of that. That thing. Only the 1 and 3 here, which we don't even have a building for. The herbalist's camp. Okay, they're producing planks and fabric. Okay. So if we come over here... Where's our planks? We have bricks coming. This is producing, right? Yeah, 8 wood goes into 2 planks. Fabric goes into... I mean, we don't really need the bricks. We don't have clay or copper bars anyway. Yeah, so let's just leave this as is. I don't need them producing that. I need them producing this. We just got a cornerstone from the queen. +2 to meat production. Gain additional meat every yield from gathering, farming, or production. That sounds good. And we don't want to go into cannibalism. Gain 30 meat every time a villager dies. We're already working 2 meat camps, so let's pick this. Now this is interesting, actually. Because of the things we gained from, because of the resolve we gained from those 2 things we found. We won't actually need to complete all our orders, all the tutorial orders here, to finish the game, or finish the run, rather. We won't need to do the last one, I think. So I'll lose out on learning that, but we'll still make it through the tutorial here. We've got some newcomers we've got to house. Definitely, I think, eggs for food is nice. This is 5 people, and this is 4. I feel like... our population's getting a little too high here, so I'm going to take the clay and the plant fiber. And now we have 3 people homeless, which is bad. We're going to need some more shelter here. Let's see, where can I throw down another beaver house? Looks like right there, but that would block the road. But I'm okay with that. Let's throw a beaver house down there. And then let's throw a regular shelter up somewhere as well. We've got all this space we've cleared up here. Let's see, the road's coming through there. So this can be just a small complex where we can't have people getting through. So let's throw a shelter down there, and then we'll move the woodworking areas up here. And just continue chopping down as much space as we can. The eggs could be a good source of food here. What do we need for that? Another gathering, a small trapper's camp? Okay. Got a worm tongue nest for insects as well. Yeah, we could put a gathering camp over here and get both eggs and insects. That would be good. We might move the one we have once this last... Yeah, this only has 5 charges left, so let's actually do that now. What is that? That's the small trappers camp? Let's move that over here. Where we can trap everything. And... well, actually, maybe we should finish that out to clear it. Yeah, hold on. Let's not do that just yet. That's a little bit premature. Let's put that right back where it was and finish harvesting that to get rid of it, to open up that space, that square. Okay, I really need this tavern to get built. Produced by Lumber Mill Workshop, Carpenter Supplier, and Crude Works. There we go. Okay, now they can build the tavern. Okay, finally. What was this? A beaver house? We need more planks. Okay. Let's prioritize production of planks to get those beaver houses built. Where is the Crude Workshop? Is that it? Yeah. We've got enough fabric. Let's just build as many planks as we can. Okay, over at the tavern, now we're going to turn ale into leisure. We're producing ale at the brewery and wine into luxury. We don't have any wine. Passive effects, Gleeman's Tales. Every evening, a Gleeman tells stories about past glories and times before the Great Civil War, +3 to global resolve. Same building effects do not stack. All right, well, let's get some humans in here serving up beer. And we'll see how long it takes to fill the leisure here. Now, what was this? This is a shelter. Resident 0 of 3. Okay. What is that? Too far from a hearth. This building needs to be within range of an active hearth? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, we gotta move this over here now, then. Okay, we need to build a second hearth soon, I think. Okay, and the beaver houses both need planks before they can actually be built. These guys are giving us... these guys are super happy because of all the jerky. So once they hit... now, why aren't you super happy? I guess these guys have a low contentness threshold. Like, they're harder to make happy. Look, the humans are happy now, too, because of all the beer. Small Trappers Camp has no deposits nearby. All right, so now we can move this. Now that we've cleared it out. That's this. All right, so now we're going to move this over here and farm these things. Small Trappers Camp, right? Yeah, okay. We're 13 of 20 need per leisure filled. Growing some vegetables, trapping some meats. Building some planks, I guess. It's all coming together. We've got plenty of space over here, but we're probably going to need another hearth. Oh, and we have another blueprint here. A makeshift post. Can produce pack of crops, pack of provisions, pack of building materials. Can use clearance water. I don't know about the water stuff yet. This is a trading post, I think. Let's pick that up. Our orders are ready to complete here. And with that, we beat the settlement. So we didn't quite learn everything that we could have from doing that. We got too much resolve too early. So I didn't get whatever the tutorial was going to teach me about the trading post. But assuming that the way the actual runs work is the same as the tutorial, where like you just get orders and you kind of figure it out as you go, I feel like I can pick things up and use the encyclopedia and what have. So we've hit level 3. New Citadel upgrades. We've got a building blueprint for a scribe, a cellar, a paved road. Old Farluff is a trader who might show up, I guess, if we get into building trading posts. We've got over-diligent woodworkers as a new cornerstone that may be available. And then trade logs as a new cornerstone. Okay. Settlement's complete. So we get 10 more food stockpiles. We've hit level 3 and unlocked shelter, small trappers camp, small herbalists camp. We didn't have this during the run. Nor did we have makeshift posts, but these might have been the next thing we were going to unlock. Also something called a blight post. Specialized building dedicated to fighting blight rot. We haven't seen that mechanic yet. Blight fighters will prepare purging fire during drizzle and clearance seasons and use it to burn blight rot cysts during the storm. Okay, and then we've got a hydrant here. Small storage for purging fire. All right, so this blight mechanic hasn't really been introduced yet because we were in the tutorial. But the good news is we've unlocked a bunch of stuff and finished today's tutorial stream. Let's see what's going to be happening tomorrow. The world is a vast, ever-changing place, and at its heart lies the smoldering city. Enter the smoldering city and use the resources you've gathered so far to buy the Obsidian Archive Level 1 upgrade. So we completed Tutorial 1 Town in the Coral Forest and Tutorial 2 Town in the Royal Woodlands. We've got 40 food stockpiles, 0 machinery, and 0 artifacts. So here's the smoldering city. This is pretty neat. All right, so stats. Experience 0 of 200, but level 3. Highest reforged seal, none. Reforging a specific seal for the first time will reduce the influence of the sealed ones on the surface world and permanently increase the time between blight storms. All right, I don't know what that means. Let's buy some well, let's check our game history. Wow, this is fantastic. They have all your runs saved up. So, Tutorial 1 Town. I guess it shows what we built, how long it took to complete, how far we got, year 3, level 1, upgrade 0, forest mysteries, looming darkness. Okay. Then we repeated Tutorial 1 Town today and got into Tutorial 2 Town. Okay. Deeds. We haven't introduced deeds yet. Daily expedition, training expedition. Oh my god. This game has so much depth to it. This is fantastic. I'm gonna be playing this for a while. Let's buy some upgrades. Okay, select an upgrade to display the preview. Is that this one? All right, Obsidian Archive Level 1. Queen's Patience as a base stat. You gain a permanent -2% to the speed at which the Queen's Impatience grows. And then the Obsidian Archive is a fundamental upgrade. A place where records about great viceroys are kept. Unlocks deeds. Okay. So now we can check out deeds. Oh, this is kind of like achievements, it looks like. And rewards include experience. Okay, so discover 10 glades. We can track that. First real expedition. Win a game in the Royal Woodlands biome and on settler difficulty or higher. Complete 10 orders. Trade goods worth 50 amber. Yeah, so this is a bunch of achievements and there are certain rewards for them. Interesting. This has a number on it? Probably you can rank, you can proceed through ranks of this. So you complete 10 orders and then this turns into a 2. It's like complete 20 orders or something like that. Let's go back to our upgrades. We have a bunch of more points we can spend here. So Monastery of the Vigilant Flame level 1. You gain a permanent +2% to burning duration for all types of fuel burned in the hearth. Embarkation bonus stone. You gain a new embarkation bonus to choose from when starting a settlement. Stone or clay. And then Obsidian Archive level 2, Queen's Patience base stat goes up. More Citadel resources. You gain +10% more Citadel resources whenever you finish a settlement. So that compounds over time. We'll unlock that. And then I still have 20 food, so I can either get this, or I can get this, I think. I don't think I can... Well, maybe I can unlock these. So this one, embarkation bonus. This one... Consumption control enables advanced controls for what is being consumed in your settlement and by whom. I don't think we're quite to the point of needing that yet. What else do we have here? Villager speed increase base stat. Permanent +2 increase to their walking speed. And you gain +1 embarkation points to spend on resources and bonuses before starting a new settlement. That sounds good. What else do we have here? cornerstone pool increase. One additional option to choose from when picking cornerstones at the beginning of each year. Oh, I hadn't realized that you get a cornerstone each year. Okay. Embarkation bonus newcomers. You gain a new embarkation bonus to choose from when starting a settlement. Newcomers. Okay, so I like the +1 embarkation points. I'm not quite sure what that's going to mean, but let's go ahead and unlock that as well. So we got the Obsidian Archive. We got the bonus over time to medic progression and a +1 embarkation points when you start on a new settlement. Okay. And we unlocked deeds, so we can see these. All right. And we've got 8 food left. We want to keep an eye out for machinery and artifacts, I guess. So with that, we're done. This world is governed by the eternal Blightstorm cycle. It's almost upon us, so no caravans are allowed to embark. Click on the button in the lower right corner of the screen to finish the cycle. Okay. Cycle summary. The Blightstorm is coming. Your settlements have been abandoned, and people are returning to the Citadel. Successful towns 3. Cycle rewards not applicable. Experience gains this cycle 250. Unlocked content. Obsidian Archive 1 and 2. And Pioneer's Gate. No seal contracts. All right, end the cycle. Oh. So only the Ember can protect against the Blightstorm. Your goal as a Viceroy is to reach the ancient seals with your caravan and reforge them, pushing back the Blightstorm. Okay, so there's the overall goal of the game, it sounds like. You're almost ready to venture out on your own. Choose any map tile inside your embarkation range to begin. Wow, look at all this. So we can see there's different biomes, different like rewards and effects for what you choose. Let's start with something really close. So, like, here's something called the Royal Woodlands. The Queen's Forest. To embark, you must first choose a caravan that will become the foundation of your town's population. Next, choose a difficulty. The higher the risk, the greater the reward, but beware, an inexperienced Viceroy won't last long on the higher difficulties. Lastly, use all of your embarkation points to take extra goods with you. You're finally ready to embark on your own. Remember, there's always a way out. Experiment and adapt. May the storm be gentle on you, Viceroy. Okay. Read more on the Blightstorm cycle. The world of Against the Storm is governed by an eternal cycle. Every few decades, a cataclysm known as the Blightstorm occurs and wipes the entire world map clean. The only safe haven is this smoldering city. The calendar at the bottom of the screen shows how much time is left before the next Blightstorm. The bar slowly fills up with every settlement you complete or abandon. The amount of time passed is based on the number of years you spend in a given town. When the bar at the bottom of the screen reaches the end, you'll no longer be able to establish new settlements. The only thing you can do is complete the cycle by clicking on the highlighted button next to the calendar. Once the Blightstorm starts, the world map reshapes itself, settlements are destroyed, biomes are regenerated, and modifiers appear in new places. Ancient seals. The Blightstorm cycle is said to be somehow connected to the strange ancient seals found all around the world map. These intricate structures were built by a long-forgotten civilization, and it's believed that they hold a primeval, malevolent force at bay, the so-called Sealed Ones. Unfortunately, the power of the seals has gradually waned over the millennia, causing the Sealed Ones to slowly regain their hold on this world. Your goal as the Queen's Viceroy isn't just to establish settlements and collect resources, but also to reforge these ancient seals and help the Crown protect the kingdom. To reforge a seal, you'll have to journey toward it with your caravan, collect enough seal fragments on the way there by winning games and completing modifiers, and successfully settle right next to it at the very end of the cycle. If you make it there much sooner, you can try and reforge it right away, but the cycle will end as soon as you start your settlement in the sealed forest. There are several types of seals with distinct names and symbols. Each subsequent seal requires more seal fragments and is located further away from the smoldering city. At the beginning of your journey, you'll only see 4 seals on the world map, 2 of the same type as the recently completed one, and 2 new ones. But once you reforge the gold seal for the first time, you'll gain access to seal contracts, a feature that allows you to freely pick which types of seals will spawn on the world map. Successfully reforging a seal will grant you additional Citadel resources at the end of the cycle. The first time that you reforge a specific seal type, the time between future Blightstorms will be extended by a few years. All right, then finally, modifiers and world events. The world map is filled with things waiting to be discovered. Every point of interest on the map is marked with a question mark and may turn out to be either a modifier or a world event. Okay. Modifiers are special types of objects that change the rules of the game, for example, by allowing you to move every building in your settlement or by blocking your ability to trade. To take on a modifier, simply settle on the map tile adjacent to it. After winning a game near it, the modifier will disappear. You'll be rewarded with additional Citadel resources, or in some cases, a special supply box from the Queen herself with unique rewards such as seal fragments or reserve embarkation points. World events, on the other hand, are short random encounters that offer a certain decision or challenge. To interact with an event, simply click on it when it's in range. Events are represented by an exclamation mark. When you select an event, a dialog box will appear with several options to choose from. Some are simple as giving up 1 villager from the caravan for additional resources in each subsequent game, while others require you to win on a run under specific conditions. Okay, wow, that is a lot to take in there. So, like, here's a question mark, right? And then what is this? Royal Outpost, world map modifier. The proximity of a royal outpost makes it easier to communicate with the crown. The pool of order choices will increase by 1. Okay, so there's the seal we're headed for. Or we could go for this one. But we know about the modifier here. So why don't we start with something like here in the Royal Woodlands. It's basically identical. So we can pass through the marshlands, it looks like, and just settle here. All right, so here's our summary of the Royal Woodlands. The Queen's Forests were once part of the smoldering city, but the Blightstorm reclaimed this land. The Royal Woodlands are rich in roots, moss, broccoli, mushrooms, and flax, with a decent amount of dewberries and clay. The ground is fertile and soft, which makes it perfect for farming. So we have an average amount of fertile soil. 12 reputation is required to win in this biome. 14 impatience points will lead to failure in this biome. And rewards for, I guess, completing a run successfully will be 17 food stockpiles, 1 seal fragment, and 30 experience. We can choose between different caravans. It looks like we can choose between 5 lizards and 2 humans, and something we're not sure of. Our base goods include eggs, parts, some wood, some coal. I forget what I don't know what the middle one there that we have 4 of is, plus some additional eggs, food, or eggs, meat, and skewers. Or we can pick this caravan with 6 beavers and 2 we're not sure's. Same base goods, but some insects, berries, pickled goods, planks, and newcomers. I don't know what to make of this. And then conditions. Seasonal conditions, severity mild. Additional effects, right, so we get the total order choices and gift of the woodlands. Trees give more wood. We can see so there's just so much to go into making a decision here. Embarkation bonuses, eggs, wood, and whatever. Okay, so we have 4 points. We're early on here. We got an extra point from that thing we bought at the Ember City. We actually can't spend it, so we would take everything if we were going to embark from here. So what's the difference between if we embark there as opposed to here, for example? Gathering speed, giant organisms, 12 and 14, so that's about the same. And then we have basically the same 2 caravans. So I think I want to take advantage for our first full run of this Royal Outpost. So we are going to come here. So this starts with meat, eggs, and skewers, which is the specialty. This has insects, berries, pickled goods, planks, and newcomers. I feel like this is the better caravan. I also like starting out knowing we're going to start with beavers for wood. We're obviously going to spend everything since we can. Settler, pioneer, more reputation required to win. We'll start on settler here. Name your settlement. All right. Well, in honor of my viewers, I guess we'll name this very first settlement Pila Town. There we go. So we'll embark on our. I don't see anything else we can do here. Like if I change this, then that goes up to 14, right? Okay. We'll start with very easily settler difficulty. Villagers eat less food, and we'll head out. We'll embark through the Royal Woodlands to Pila Town. All right, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to call it here. When we come back tomorrow, obviously we'll get started on Pila Town. Additional effects include the Royal Outpost. We knew about that. They give to the Woodlands and Settler's Luck. Villagers have a 35% chance of not consuming food during a break. Forest Mysteries. Includes scavenging season. The drizzle in this region is very mild, making it the perfect season for looting. Increases the chances of bringing back twice the goods from glade events solved during the drizzle. Active only during drizzle. Okay. Lightweight wood. Evaporating rainwater has made the wood a lot lighter in this region. Woodcutters can carry 10 more goods in drizzle season. All right. And then looming darkness during the storm. The rampaging storm stifles the spirit of all living creatures. An additional stack of this effect is added for each hostility level. -4 to global resolve. And faint flame. Strong gusts of wind strike the holy temple. Resources you sacrifice in the ancient's hearth burn 40% quicker. Okay, I'm not quite sure how we bring this screen back up at the start of tomorrow. But we're going to call it there. Whew, man. So our first real run here in Pila Town is on settler difficulty in the Royal Woodlands, and we'll see how we do tomorrow when we play through and try to get enough reputation to to defeat the Queen's impatience and succeed on our first real run. So that's going to be it for this time. Thank you so much for watching Pila and No, and anybody else taking a look at this in VOD. I don't know about you guys, but to me, this game is really interesting. And there's tons of depth here, right? Lots of challenge, interesting decisions to make. So we'll get into it tomorrow. We're surrounded by dangerous glade events, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens. That's going to be it for this time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.